I'm back post shift and ready to talk to you about the third major arcana card, and it is the High Priestess. Sometimes they call them, there's different interpretations of the majors, minors, and court cards, and just as like a, just so you know, in case you don't know tarot, you're just starting out or you've only had like a deck or two. Many artists and deck creators sometimes put a different spin, or there's different ways to call the cards. So I'm just kind of going through kind of the basic ones, but I will, if I use a deck that has a different name for the same card, I'll make sure that I kind of bring it back to like more of the original. So the it's number 2, but it's the third card. It's a High Priestess here, and this is the Light Seers Tarot, and I love this interpretation of this card. And also, it's just like a little PSA. I've been trying to upload with multiple slides, and I just haven't been doing it. And I think just doing the reels for now is good. And but hopefully, I mean, the last two weren't too bad in terms of like blurriness, but I'll kind of move towards the reading now. Yes, this is post shift, so I'm a little tired, but I'm going to feel into the High Priestess energy here. So in tarot, we talk a lot about like feminine and masculine energy, and that doesn't determine gender. It just determines an approach. And the way that I like to look at it is like receiving energy more feminine and giving energy more masculine. That's just one of the many ways that you can interpret those, the feminine and masculine energies. Another one that I was thinking of earlier is like offensive and defensive points. So, moving forward and moving back. So that's kind of what the energy is talking about, not just gender. We all have a mix of both and more than another in many cases. So kind of wanted to also throw that out there because that does pop up with tarot. So yeah, going into the High Priestess and feeling into that. So feminine embodied, esoteric, mysterious, quiet, nearly silent energy of this card. And there's a veil usually, and there's some veil symbolism here. There's usually a veil that is indicated in the card, in the art, where there's this like secret knowledge or knowledge that isn't available to the masses. It's this hidden thing. And so the High Priestess is, in that quiet, mysterious, also magical, inner knowing. And I think that's like the biggest takeaway from this energy here. It's an inner knowing. And not that other people can't have access, but there's like this deep intuitive sense about the High Priestess that is really locked in here. So yeah, I think when this comes up, like when I think about a High Priestess in a reading, it may have something to do with giving and receiving wisdom, knowledge, information, and things like that. This exchange, and it's really being kind of held back, whether intentionally or unintentionally, or if it's being held back from the person that is getting the reading done, or maybe the person who's getting the reading done is also holding back. But really, it's reminding us to really sit back, take a quieter stance, maybe observe a little more, and gain more of that intuitive knowledge and just centeredness before maybe engaging or taking action or revealing. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say about the High Priestess. And another quick thing could be almost like a initiation. So there could be something about like an initiation period, either with someone that like maybe a mentor or teacher. And I know that the High Priestess has a little bit of a counterpart to play with. My cat's just making a little noise. With the High Priest, which is also about knowledge, but people really seek with the High Priest. But this is more about this like orb of intuitive inner wisdom. So yeah, I do think that it could have something to do with even that kind of presence being a very powerful one in your life, or that person who's getting the reading done being that very powerful force. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much. This one was a little kind of tiring for me, so yeah, thank you for your patience with it, and yeah, thank you again. I'll see you soon.